In this video, I'm going to do a quick example of how to find a trigonometric function for a given angle. So we want to find the sine of 5 pi over 4. So the first step is to draw the angle. And so I'm going to make a little set of axes here. And we know that pi over 4 divides each one of the quadrants in half. And so starting at the positive x-axis, our initial side, we're going to go over 5 pi's of 4. So in other words, 5 pi over 4 could be thought of as 5 times pi over 4. So let's go 5 multiples of the angle pi over 4. So this would be 1 multiple pi over 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so here is my angle, right here, 5 pi over 4. So that's the first thing to do. Second thing to do is to find the reference angle. Okay, so the reference angle in this case is going to be pi over 4. The reference angle, of course, is the angle formed between our angle and the closest horizontal axis, pi over 4. The third step then is to find the sine of pi over 4. Well, the sine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2. And then the last thing to do is to find the sine of 5 pi over 4. And so all we need to do then is adjust the sine of pi over 4 for the particular quadrant that we are in. And to do that, we use all students take calculus. So we're down here in the third quadrant. T stands for tangent and its reciprocal function, cotangent. They are positive. Everything else is negative. So that means sine in the third quadrant is negative. Okay? It also helps to think of the sine value being associated with the y value of the coordinate. And of course, y is negative down here in the third quadrant. So my final answer then would be negative radical 2 over 2. And that is the basic 4-step process to go through when finding the trigonometric function of an angle. Let's just do one more example. Let's find the cosine of negative 7 pi over 6. So we want to draw the angle. So we want to look for multiples. Think of this as negative 7 multiples of pi over 6. So pi over 6 is 30 degrees, so that divides each quadrant into 3 angles. All right, and so we want to go 7 of those. Now you don't have to draw all these little lines, I'm just doing it to show you that we want to go in a negative direction, 7 multiples of pi over 6. So starting from the initial side, the positive x-axis, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there. And so there is my angle, right there, negative 7 pi over 6. Number 2 is find the reference angle. Well, the reference angle is going to be the distance between the angle and the nearest horizontal axis. So that's this angle I'm highlighting down here, which of course the reference angle is going to be pi over 6 is equal to the reference angle. Well, now we want to find the cosine of pi over 6. And the cosine of pi over 6 is radical 3 over 2. And then finally, we then want to find the cosine of negative 7 pi over 6. And that's going to be the same thing as the cosine of pi over 6 adjusted for the quadrant that it's in. All students take calculus. So in the second quadrant, Sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive, and everything else is negative. So cosine is negative, so we need to make this negative. And so there is our final answer, negative radical 3 over 2. All right, I hope you found this short little video helpful.